Hey everybody, it is the Hebrew Jamaican Coolie, and I'm back again with another video right before the day of Thanksgiving. I just want to let you guys know I don't celebrate Thanksgiving. My wife does, but as a Jamaican, say we have to yam up that food, we have to yam it up, Anyway, I want to talk about the topic of the issue that's currently circulating around the internet with the black woman that basically she's having an issue with children that come from single parent household. And when we say single parent household, we mean single mothers, single black mothers. We have to hit the nail on the head. We have to put the, like I said before, we have to start shining a light on the topic, putting it out in the open, and we have to start really and truly stop tiptoeing and tap dancing around what the real issues are in the black community. You understand? It's several issues. So when we talk about issues like this, these aren't the only issues. These people aren't the only issues. You understand? It's a bunch of issues facing the black community, and we have to basically hit out each and every one of them in order for us to get better. You understand? We have to take care of each and every one of them in order for us to grow and continue to strive and progress. Anyway, so the woman talked about her experience with, children from single mother homes, and she spoke about how when she tried to talk to one of the parents with the issues that she was having, where the child didn't want to listen, the child basically wouldn't go back to her spot. She had to constantly redirect the child, and the child still wasn't listening. The child telling her off. They want to listen to that dumb woman, that dumb rapper, Sexy Red. I don't even know how a woman like that get airplay. But this is the society that we're living in right now, right? Anyway, these children want to listen to Sexy Red and something called Skiwi. I don't know what Skiwi is. I know I heard this on like Skiwi or something like that. Correct me if I'm wrong. In any case, black people, this is the problem that we're having right now. This is the problem that we're having right now. We have women in our society that create these fundamental problems. Right? And I've spoken about this before, in that I've said that these people, they need to be basically cast out of the society. When you have a certain society, like I said before, if we're going to have a society, right? I'm not even saying a utopia. But when black people get to a level where we're basically now progressing and we've built a community just like how they had Black Wall Street and things like that. And I've said it before and I'm going to say it again. The hoodlum's woman, and the hoodlum's seed cannot live amongst us. Again, I don't care how harsh this sounds. I don't care how hateful this sounds. But it is the truth. Certain people cannot be allowed to live amongst you, whether they have the money or not. It's just not going to work out. All they bring is pain and destruction. They don't bring anything progressive to the community. And the more we start talking about this issue, the more we shine a light on it, and the more we start to say, yo, we have to have solutions for it, because talking about it is not enough. Talking about these problems is not enough. What are the solutions to people like this, to women like this, to men who go around and produce women like this? Because the women can't be 100% responsible Men are just as responsible because it's your seed. Impregnate these women and bring forth these children that these women now in turn teach this venom and toxicity to. So, even if we had a community in which basically these people did live amongst us, they wouldn't be able to live in the way that they wanted to live in that community. Basically, we would have a bunch of men going around and scooping up men off the freaking corners and putting them to work. You don't want to work, then you don't freaking eat. And you cast them out the freaking society. You don't let them live and have the amenities of that society. Cast them the frick out. Cast them out. Cast them woman out. Cast them seed out. Because the seed bears the will of the Father. It bears the legacy and the evil of the Father. I had to fight every single emotion, spirit, and everything within me not to become my father, who slept around with many women. I had the opportunity, especially as an athlete, to sleep with many women. And I had to fight that to my very last drop. Do you understand what I'm saying? Right? We have a lot of women that basically they're living off of the system. They're being fed by the system. They are being sheltered by the system. And they are being paid by the system to have children with men and not require these men to stick around and raise these children. But how can these men even raise these children when they themselves were not raised by a man? You understand what I'm saying? It's a cycle. And until we as a black community try and break it, there's no talking to these people. They don't want to listen. They don't want to hear. And I said it before and I'm going to say it again. Feminism brought out the worst in women. And this had already existed within women. It existed within women. So it's not like it pulled out anything new. It's not like it pulled out anything new with women. It just gave them an opportunity to bring out what was already within them. Right? And, people talk about these single mothers and the problems all the time. And let me tell you something, man. Let me tell you something. It's not all single mothers are really like this. And a lot of single mothers regret the fact that they are single mothers. They regret the fact that they didn't listen when they should have listened. They regret the fact that they had a child without asking the father to marry them. They regret having a child with a man that they had no business being with. They regret, you understand, having to raise a child by themselves, work by themselves, and struggle on their own. It's not every single mother is out here pretending as if, you understand, what they did was not wrong. What they did is something to be honored, to be praised for doing something as foolish as that. It is something foolish. Nobody can tell me, say, being a single parent is foolish. My wife was in the hospital with our baby, right? Because my baby got like RSV, right? And let me tell you something. I had newfound respect for my wife. You understand? I had newfound respect for my wife. And any woman that is basically, a stay-at-home mother, I have very profound respect for you. You understand? Because I could not manage that freaking house with those three children in it. I had to have a diaper in every freaking room. I don't. That's just how I operated. 3 freaking days, and I felt like I was losing my freaking mind. Cleaning up that house, basically dealing with children that were 100% noisy all the time, trying to fill their needs, which was everything in the freaking world. They needed this, they needed that, everything them called me for, daddy this, daddy that, and then I had to go to work right after. Do you understand what I'm saying? So it's not all single mothers basically even raise their children or don't. What I believe is happening is that these women, they aren't raising their children. Because in order to raise a child, you have to nourish them. And to nourish something means to give it the things that is necessary for it to, grow properly. You don't tell a tree, you don't basically throw poison at the root of a tree when it's growing and expect that tree to survive. That tree will die. You understand what I'm saying? So my thing is that these women aren't even raising their children. Their children just exist as an extension of their lifestyle. That's just what it is. You heard me even talk about, the story that I talked about yesterday with, single black women, black mothers basically selling their daughters. I'm glad this video of this ballet instructor came out. I'm really glad. I'm really glad this video of the ballet instructor came out. Because it is a light that we need to shine on people. We need to shine this light on, a particular gender. We need to stop pedestalizing people. Just stop, period. I don't want to be pedestalized, and I don't think that we should be pedestalizing people. Praise, rewards, yes, of course. Praise people when they do good, reward them when they do good. But this whole thing of worshiping and pedestalizing and all those things, giving rewards and titles to people that did not work for them, nor did they earn them. We really and truly need to stop doing that. I'm not in favor of that. I'm not okay with that. I'm not with that. You understand? That's why the fundamental problem that we're facing right now, especially with crime in the black community, is coming from children who come from single mothers. Whether we like to admit it or not. Whether we like to admit it or not, that is the truth. That's where they are coming from. And society only has one basic solution to this problem with these children, which is 2 things: either to lock them up or to erase their existence. And you know what I mean when I say that. You understand? So, in conclusion, what we need to understand is that these children come from no good people, sleeping with no good people, and then in turn breeding and turning their children into no good people. This is the Hebrew Jamaican Coolie. If you like the video, subscribe, like, and share. And I'll see you on the next one. Shalom. Peace.